Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome back. My name is Jax. I got my summer hat on today. I'm excited. The weather has finally become nice enough that the straw hat is the one to wear. And today we are talking about finding your own happiness. Um, we have discussed this a little bit before, but I think it is pretty amazing that every human being on this planet finds their own set of specific things that bring them joy, that make them feel happy, that make them laugh and smile, and they, just light up. It's really interesting that we find different comedians really funny, and some people will find them so unfunny. Like my mom has yet to find a comedian that she thinks is funny. She listens to all of their jokes and she's just like, that's not funny. And yet, if you get her to watch dog videos of like dogs like being ridiculous, she will be on the floor laughing her head off. So it's really interesting that we all find things that bring us joy, and they're all different. And I think it is one of your moral obligations. I don't think you have many of these, but I think you have a moral obligation to spend your life searching for the things that make you truly happy, that light you up, that make you feel so seen and you relate to it and it just makes you the happiest, Like I love archery, I love skiing, I love baking and cooking and making different kinds of homemade jam. I love traveling. I love trying new food. I love meeting new people. I love dancing. I like drinking and going out with my friends. There are so many things on this planet that make me happy and that bring me joy and that I just light up and I love to do. And I feel really lucky that I've been able to like discover these things because they're different for everybody. My brother doesn't like half of those things. He could not tolerate any of it. He is the closest thing genetically to me on the whole planet. And we find things totally different in our likes and our interests and our dislikes. And so this video is basically me gushing about how cool humans are, but it's also sort of a call to action to say, I think that this summer you should find something that you love to do that's brand new, like I'm sure you have many things that you love to do, whether it's exploring a specific genre of television show, reading certain types of books, going on vacations, trying different kinds of food, eating one particular kind of food that you just love. I'm sure you have lots of them, but I'm saying that you've got to find another one. You've got to add to your quiver of arrows. You have to add to your collection of things that you love, because that is like my whole goal this summer, is to explore and enjoy new things, to get out of my comfort zone a little bit more. I'm pretty good at that. Like I don't tend to stay in my comfort zone for very long. I've been back on the farm for 2 weeks now since I was back from France. And, I'm ready to try some new ridiculous stuff. And, you will be coming along in this adventure with me, but I want to hear about something that you discovered that you love that you didn't know. You found happiness in something that you had no idea existed. Like it's absolutely amazing. I sometimes stumble upon these communities of people who are absolutely in love with the most obscure thing that I didn't know existed. Recently, I've been learning French, and I found this kids' TV show that I was like, oh, it's in French and it will help me learn. And it's called Miraculous. If you don't know, if you know, you know. And this is like a cult classic television show. Like it's like an animated show about this. She's like a fashion designer in Paris. It's not Emily in Paris, I promise. But she's like a superhero, like a secret superhero. She's like this ladybug superhero. And like I started watching it, and then of course TikTok started recommending me all of these things. And there are hundreds of thousands of fan accounts and artwork and all of this stuff that I'm just now randomly like getting shown. And I'm just like, what? But people love this one particular obscure television show. I'm sorry if you take offense to me calling it an obscure television show, but I didn't know it existed until like 5 weeks ago. There are so many little things that you never realized bring people so much joy and happiness. And I think it is so exceptionally beautiful and amazing that, there's probably an entire catalog of amazing things out there that I'm going to love, but I don't know that they exist yet. And how incredible is it that I get to spend however much time I have left on this planet, I get to spend it looking at those things and discovering them and exploring these new things. Maybe I don't even know, but I'm like, I should be like super into like Japanese anime, or I don't know, like baking tiramisu, or, like there's a million possibilities out there of things that you could fall in love with and chase and bring joy to and find happiness in. That is the end goal, because I don't know where we go after this mortal coil, after we are gone from this earth. Maybe we're still here, maybe our energy is transferred, maybe we become bugs, maybe nothing. But what I do know is that we are here right now. And sorry, that looked kind of funny, didn't it? We are here right now, and it is your moral obligation to discover things that bring you happiness, to bring happiness to other people. You might have some friends or family who love something that is so obscure, and you could just ask them, hey, what's something that's so random, but it makes you so happy? And you might learn that, hey, this person that I've, known for a long time loves this thing. I'm going to try it. I'm going to immerse myself in the thing that they love, and maybe it'll bring me happiness. Maybe I will find something particularly amazing or special about it. So that's kind of the gist of it, is just I'm feeling all happy and excited for the summer and fun events and just, good times. And that's what I want to do. And I think, if nothing else, perhaps that is social media's greatest gift. Like, we talk about social media as this like evil thing that we're all addicted to, that makes us feel insecure, makes us feel like we're not good enough. But perhaps social media can be the spark of happiness. Like, it can be the thing that shows you, oh, hey, this person's doing this like really random, obscure thing that I didn't know existed. I'm going to go try it. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to embrace the weird, embrace the creativity, and see if this brings me joy. And hey, if it doesn't bring you joy, you never have to do it again. So it's like a really, really small investment for a potentially huge, life-changingly enjoyable thing, When I was younger, I looked on going to the gym and, baking as things that I would never enjoy. Like, those are like, oh my gosh, sweating around other people? No. And making my own cinnamon buns, like, that's so random. I'll just go buy them. And yet today, if you had to ask me what my top 10 of the things that bring me the most happiness, those two things would be right up there, because I love them. They're so much fun. I get a lot of joy out of them. They connect me with amazing people. And like, why wouldn't I like them? And so you never know what is out there until you go have a look, and you will discover an endless source of happiness and little things that can bring you joy. And it doesn't have to be huge, it could be going into your backyard and looking into the grass and looking at the ants doing their thing, and just becoming really interested in how ants work, or the smell of rain, just appreciating those moments, or finding happiness and joy in the most mundane or unexpected places. It is really one of the coolest things about humans, is that we can find happiness in almost anything. Like, there's a few things that obviously don't bring us joy, like taxes, but for the whole, a lot of things bring a lot of people a lot of happiness. And I guess even accountants love tax season. Although I know accountants who don't like tax season at all. They find it way too stressful. There's way too much work, and it's not a vibe. So win some, lose some. But anyway, guys, that's my little happiness rant today. Go out and find something that makes you happy. Find something that you never knew existed, and see if it brings you joy. So that is my 2 cents for today. Thank you for tolerating and listening to me. I appreciate you guys so much. we recently hit 15,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I have never like talked about subscriber counts or any of that kind of stuff because I don't really pay attention to it. But my aunt texted me today and was like, "Oh my gosh, you reached this milestone." And I was just like, oh my goodness, like that's crazy. So thank you so much for your continued support. It means like the absolute world to me. I love doing this. I love being able to connect with people in a meaningful way. And yeah, I will continue to do my best. So thank you so much. And as always, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow.